They found you amusing for a while, the people of this city. But the one thing they love more than a hero is to see a hero fail, fall, die trying. In spite of everything you've done for them, eventually they will hate you.
Welcome back, true believer. Can't I get you anything? Some Merry Marvel mayhem to get the old pulse pounding.
Hey there, true believers. Joshua Westbrook here with some more Merry Marvel Mayhem to get the old pulse pounding. And today I want to talk about the Green Goblin's plan. Like, what was Bro cooking in Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man No Way Home and even Spider-Man 3? Because, honestly, if we're being completely 100% here, I think Bro literally just wanted to take over the world. I think the Green Goblin just wanted to take over the world like a classic supervillain. Because, the Green Goblin didn't care about Norman or Oscorp, and Norman clearly did, but, he took out the board members, and Norman got his revenge, He took out the board members, he took out General Slocum, and all the people at Quest Aerospace. Norman got what he wanted. The Green Goblin wanted to take over the world. He didn't want to kill Spider-Man. He wanted to work with Spider-Man. He offered to team up with Spider-Man. The only reason he then tried to kill Spider-Man is because he felt like, rightfully so, Spider-Man was the only one that could stop him. And he did. it's just like, even the Norman Osborn Toy Biz figure, the action figure with the chair and the goblin mask, which you've seen plenty of times in the Spider's Nest, the chair at least, it says phrases when you press the chair cushion, when you have the goblin mask on it. One of the phrases is, "Can Spider-Man come out to play?" One of the phrases is just a laugh. And then the third phrase, which isn't even in the movie, but it might have been because it was on the chair, is, "The world will be yours and mine." The world will be yours and mine. He wants to take over the world. When he's talking to Spider-Man about a team up, he says, "Think of what we can accomplish together, what we can create." He wants to take over the world, and he wants Spider-Man to do it with him. And it's just really like, how? Okay, you take over the world, then what? Does he want to enslave everybody? To do his bidding? What's his bidding? What does the Green Goblin want? After he takes over the world, then what does he want after that? Even in No Way Home, when he gets to the MCU, and Norman's in the alleyway trying to cover up his Goblin gear, the Goblin says, "Coward, we have a new world to conquer." He doesn't say, "Let's go find Spider-Man and get our revenge." He says, "We have a new world to conquer." He wants to take over the world. He wants to take over the world. Spider-Man 3, when Harry forgets everything, Goblin comes back to him, says, "You've taken your eye off the ball." And he reminds Harry of all the things, Peter, Spider-Man, and then, first of all, the Green Goblin is insane, because the definition of insanity is repeating the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So, you tried in Spider-Man 1, when he says, "Make him suffer, make him wish he were dead. The heart, Osborn, first we attack his heart." And he failed, he died. He got impaled by his own glider. And what is the first thing Goblin says when Harry gets his memory back? He said, "Make him suffer. Make him wish he were dead. First we attack his heart." That didn't work the first time. So why are you trying it again? That's why the Goblin failed twice. That's why he failed twice. Because he is insane and tried the same way to kill Spider-Man. But let's say Harry killed Spider-Man. First of all, side note, in the Spider-Man 3 video game, when Harry kills you, he says, "That was fun." I'm like, that's your best friend that you just murdered. And, you think there'd be some self-reflection, some feelings of, torn between, he killed my father, but, he's my best friend. A little introspective, but no, just a nonchalant, "Oh, that was fun." And then when he goes home and pops a cocktail, like that's crazy. That's crazy. But going back to Green Goblin's plan, let's say in Spider-Man 3, Harry actually killed Peter and then said, well, that was fun. Then what? Then he goes home and Green Goblin in the mirror, like, okay, good, you killed Spider-Man. Now let's take over the world. Harry definitely didn't want to take over the world. I don't think Norman wanted to take over the world. Norman was crawling on his hands and knees saying, what do I do? I can't stop Spider-Man, I'm weak. The only reason he wanted the Goblin was to get Oscorp back, which he ultimately kind of did. So Norman, at that point, it was the Green Goblin using Norman's body to take over the world. To take over the world. Oh, I just think it's so funny. It's so funny because the Green Goblin is such a classic villain in a literal sense. Literally, at the Unity Day Festival, when Spider-Man pulls the stuff out of his glider and it goes crazy, he says, we'll meet again, Spider-Man! Tell me that's not, like, cheesy 60s comic book stuff. Like, it's just... I'm not... And please don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking the Goblin's plan, okay? Like... I just think it's funny. I just think it's funny that in the modern superhero age, like, because Spider-Man, 2002 Spider-Man was clearly, like, trying to take itself a little more seriously, as, like, you know, it was a big step in elevating comic book movies from, like, you know, the Batman and Robins of the world to, this can be seen as a serious movie, you know? And the Green Goblin's plan was to take over the world. I really, really want to know how that would have played out in the MCU. Because Spider-Man was the only superhero in the Tobey Maguire Sam Raimi universe. He goes over to the MCU and tries that same nonsense. He's dead in 30 seconds. He's dead even without Iron Man. You know, Doctor Strange will show up, say, nope, portal him into the dark dimension. You know, Ironheart will fly down, launch some missiles at him. he's gone. He's gone. Captain America, Sam Wilson, just flies over and throws the vibranium shield. You know, Goblin throws a pumpkin bomb, he knocks it back. God, dead. Shang-Chi just like pulls some mystic tallow voodoo out on him. It's over. It's over. The Green Goblin, if Spider-Man killed him, first of all, I always say this, if you died fighting Spider-Man, that's a you problem, because Spider-Man doesn't kill people. So if you literally, I just found that line in No Way Home when they say, oh, they all died fighting Spider-Man. I'm like, how do you die fighting Spider-Man? That means you suck. So, first of all, he died fighting Spider-Man. He died fighting a hero that doesn't kill people. He wouldn't have lasted 30 seconds in the MCU trying to take over the world. Any one of those guys could have blasted him. Oh my goodness. I just think that's funny. I just think it's really funny that the Green Goblin, its whole plan hinges on killing Spider-Man so he's not in the way and then taking over the world. I will say in No Way Home, they gave him a little nuance because he tried to get Peter to see, unleash your true power, like stop letting your morals hold you back. They gave him a moral mission to try and break Peter's spirit. So there's that. They gave him a little more to chew on in No Way Home. But like otherwise, bro's just out here doing it for the love of the game. The Green Goblin's just a flat out menace, bro. He's just a menace, like literally just going around terrorizing things so he can take over the world. This is one scene that just in No Way Home, after he throws the bomb at Aunt May and he flies away from the apartment, he just throws 2 pumpkin bombs at cop cars. Why? He had a clean escape. He didn't need to do that. He's a menace. There was no reason. There was no reason. In Spider-Man 1, when he grabs the cable car full of kids and Mary Jane, like, he could have just had Mary Jane and threatened Spider-Man with her, but no, he had to blow up a whole bridge, grab a cable car full of kids. He's a menace, he's unhinged, and he wants to take over the world. No big point here or anything. I just found it really hilarious that was the Green Goblin's plan. I don't know. That's all for me, True Believers. Space Front, and I'll see you in the multiverse. Bye-bye.